Hello there.
What if Obi Wan joined Dooku in Attack of the Clones? In today's video I will show you my theory of what would have happened if the Jedi Master Obi Wan Kenobi joined the Sith Lord Count Dooku in Star Wars Attack of the Clones. So in the film, Obi-Wan is imprisoned on the planet of Geonosis by Count Dooku. Obi-Wan was chasing the bounty hunter Jango Fett from the planet of Kamino to Geonosis, where Obi-Wan got caught and imprisoned. Dooku visits Obi-Wan, and the following is how the conversation actually went in the film.
Traitor.
Oh no, my friend. This is a mistake, a terrible mistake. They have gone too far. This is madness.
I thought you were the leader here, Dooku.
This had nothing to do with me, I assure you. I will petition immediately to have you set free.
Well, I hope it doesn't take too long. I have work to do.
May I ask why a Jedi Knight is all the way out here on Geonosis?
I've been tracking a bounty hunter named Jango Fett. Do you know him?
There are no bounty hunters here that I am aware of. The Geonosians don't trust them.
Well, who can blame them? But he is here, I can assure you.
It's a great pity that our paths have never crossed before, Obi-Wan. Qui-Gon always spoke very highly of you.
I wish he were still alive. I could use his help right now.
Qui-Gon Jinn would never join you.
Don't be so sure, my young Jedi. You forget that he was once my apprentice, just as you were once his. He knew all about the corruption in the Senate, but he would never have gone along with it if he had learned the truth as I have.
The truth?
The truth. What if I told you that the Republic was now under the control of the Dark Lord of the Sith?
No, that's not possible. The Jedi would be aware of it.
The dark side of the Force has clouded their vision, my friend. Hundreds of senators are now under the influence of a Sith Lord called Darth Sidious.
I don't believe you.
The Viceroy of the Trade Federation was once in league with this Darth Sidious. But he was betrayed 10 years ago by the Dark Lord. He came to me for help. He told me everything. You must join me, Obi-Wan. And together, we will destroy the Sith.
I will never join you, Dooku.
It may be difficult to secure your release.
So this is how it goes in the film. Dooku asks Obi-Wan to join him, but Obi-Wan doesn't. But what would have happened if Obi-Wan did join Dooku? I know that Obi-Wan wouldn't have ever actually joined Dooku, but I thought that it could make a fun theory. So what would the galaxy far, far away look like if Obi-Wan would have joined Dooku? Let's find out. Dooku asks Obi-Wan to join him. Join me, Obi-Wan, and together we can defeat the Sith. Obi-Wan stays quiet for a moment to think. He's thinking about Qui-Gon and what he would do, and also why Dooku left the Jedi Order. He is thinking about Dooku's words, and thinks that maybe there truly is something wrong with the Republic that he serves. Obi-Wan then replies, "I will join you." Dooku releases Obi-Wan. And this is where Obi-Wan becomes Dooku's new apprentice. However, there is a slight problem. Did Obi-Wan know Dooku was a Sith himself? Because as Dooku said, Obi-Wan and him hadn't met before that moment. It is quite clear that Obi-Wan doesn't think of Dooku too fondly, because Dooku left the Jedi Order, but no one really knew what happened to him. Some may have guessed he could have become a Sith, but it wasn't what the Jedi Council at least thought. As seen earlier in the film with Mace Windu not believing that Dooku would have turned to the dark side of the Force. And you might think that Obi-Wan would have sensed Dooku's dark side of the Force, but Dooku actually never allowed the dark side to corrupt him fully. He didn't allow it to take over him, which can be seen by the fact that Dooku does not have the Sith eyes. So if Obi-Wan didn't know that by joining Dooku, He would also join the dark side. It's a bit weird to think how this would have continued. Dooku couldn't continue to pretend to be a Jedi, and I don't think Obi-Wan would have knowingly joined the dark side of the Force just then. So the only real option is to assume that Obi-Wan knew that Dooku was a Sith Lord and he knew that he was joining the dark side of the Force. Although Obi-Wan didn't think that Dooku would be a normal Sith Lord. I think that Obi-Wan would have believed Dooku to have left the Order because of the corruption of it, and therefore joined the dark side to fight against it. Which would be also why Obi-Wan joined Dooku in the first place. So Obi-Wan becomes Dooku's apprentice, and he is trained by Dooku in the ways of the Force, in the dark side of the Force. But by that point, the Jedi would have begun to wonder about Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan sent a message to them, informing them that he was on Geonosis. So what would the Jedi have done? The Jedi, without knowing that Obi-Wan had joined Dooku, would have gone to rescue him, like they do in the film. Anakin and Padmé would have also gone to rescue Obi-Wan. So how the ending of the Attack of the Clones would have gone, is that Anakin and Padmé get publicly executed in the Geonosis arena. They are being put to chains, seeing Obi-Wan and Dooku on the balcony. Much to their shock, Anakin and Padmé can't do too much, so the executions begin. However, would Obi-Wan just have allowed Dooku to execute his Padawan? Definitely not, so the execution would have been cancelled and Anakin would have joined Obi-Wan and Dooku. I think Anakin would have joined Dooku quite easily. Simply because that's what his own master, Obi-Wan, had done, and Obi-Wan could have talked him into doing it. That way Anakin and Padmé could also have had a relationship, without having to hide. Because only Jedi can't have attachments. So Dooku, Obi-Wan and Anakin have now joined the dark side of the Force. All of the Jedi also in the Geonosis arena. They have seen what has happened and are confused. Mace Windu walks to the balcony, where Dooku, Obi-Wan and Anakin are. Mace is confused, but he didn't believe that Dooku had joined the dark side earlier in the film, so he probably assumes that Dooku is still a Jedi, explaining why Obi-Wan and Anakin are with him. Now in this moment, Dooku could pretend to still be a Jedi, and try to get Windu to join him too, but that would just be a bit too much. He doesn't need every single Jedi to join him. So I believe that Dooku and Mace would start a lightsaber duel. But what would Anakin and Obi-Wan do? They just joined Dooku, but Windu was their fellow Jedi. The dark side hasn't yet corrupted their minds. So Obi-Wan and Anakin would either fight with Dooku against Windu, or with Windu against Dooku. Now if they fought against Dooku with Windu, then Dooku would probably end up dying. And Obi-Wan and Anakin would be back as Jedi. This would obviously change the future of the Star Wars films quite massively. But I think that Palpatine would have some other plans to get control of the whole galaxy. And if Obi-Wan and Anakin would have joined Dooku and fought against Windu, then Windu would have been the one who ended up dying. Now it is a lot harder to think what could happen next, because there are so many possibilities. But my guess is that Dooku, Obi-Wan and Anakin would get the plans for the Death Star and bring them to Palpatine. Palpatine would most likely be very pleased, because he got Anakin, the chosen one, to join him. Obi-Wan would become Dooku's apprentice and Anakin would become Palpatine's apprentice. And the Jedi would continue to fight against the Sith. What do you think of this theory? There are so many possible ways this could have turned out, so let me know what you think of them happening this way, or if you have any other ways things could have turned out. Please leave a like if you enjoyed this theory and subscribe for more Star Wars videos. It helps me more than you can possibly imagine. Thank you so much for watching. And remember, the Force will be with you, always.